Let's see if this shows up right. Hey! All right, we finally got this working. All right. It is not that bad. Oops. Gotta get this out.
Don't
Oh,
break
wait.
things.
I'm not gonna break anything.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, it's our first podcast. I have plenty to break. Don't worry.
It'll become a segment.
It'll become a segment.
Break today.
What shall we break today? Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first ever segment to our podcast. Now, our podcast still doesn't have an official name to it. Like, Crazy and Crazier or whatever, Dumb and Dumber.
I know what you wanted to say.
What? Dumb and Dumber?
No, the other one.
Crazy Gremlin?
No, keep going.
Oh, whatever. I'm not doing that. So we're just Night Raider 90. Hello. Welcome in. How you doing tonight? It's Friday. So what we decided to do for our first ever segments of our podcast is talk about something that Miss Allie here is really passionate about. By the way, for anyone new to the podcast, this is ALLIENICOLE22, was it?
Yeah.
So, hey, Chris, I thought it was you. I wasn't too sure.
I knew it was Chris.
Well, I didn't. Sorry. So
I
was
did.
it twitch.tv/, was it 2 L's? Allie?
Yeah, it's 2L.
2 L's. Okay, sorry. Cole22. Go check her out. She's got her stream going at the same time. We're simul streaming our podcast. Hopefully I typed that right. I hope. Let me double check actually.
Great start.
And yes.
Great start.
We are also watching her stream at the same time.
Wow,
So I got her already. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for having us on both ends of the stream, Chris. Welcome in. Again, we're going to be talking about simulator games. And I know she can talk forever and a day about the Sims that we all know and love, with the green diamonds above their heads that go waka waka
They're
baka
plumb
baka.
bobs. They're plumb bobs.
Plumb bobs, whatever.
Thank you.
I'll call them Sims. I don't care. But for tonight, we're going to limit it to just a couple of games. A couple of games we played recently. One, actually, Chris, you're going to like.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
very
our first
much,
one,
Chris.
we're going to start. Actually, you've seen it already. You know what we're getting into. So
It's in the library.
It's in our library. We are
that I'm
playing. Now that she's back in the family. We're going to talk about flashing lights.
Flashing lights. Flashing lights.
Oh, where to start? It's got a very positive reviews. We all love flashing lights. It was so crazy. I actually don't know much about the not the publisher, the developer. Was it just a single developer? Let me look. Let's go look here.
It's published by Excalibur Games.
Right, published but not managed. Can we go to this page? No, it doesn't show up. But the only thing he's developed, and it just looks like a one person man, is Nils Jackrins?
Jackrins?
Jackrins? Am I saying that right? Am I pronouncing that right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is he gonna get
right. Criminal Alley.
Okay.
Okay. So we gotta go on a story for this one. But first, we want to break down the game before we get into Criminal Alley. So,
okay.
First and foremost, it is a online co-op game.
Or solo mode. You can go
or
solo mode
solo.
too.
But as you can see by the video, it's exactly what it looks like. You play as cops, you play as the ambulance, the medics, you play as the firefighters, and I think that's it.
You can play as a bad guy if you're playing in multiplayer with other people and the person who's hosting it decides to switch.
Right, which again, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Very specifically.
But that is an option. That is an option in case anybody's wondering.
There are 4 options you can choose from when you're playing online. And I will say this game is very basic. The handling of the vehicles are very basic. You're not going to get Grand Theft Auto or anything like that.
Oh no.
The controls are very stiff, if you will. And it's hard to control half the time. Like in here, you can see, the dash cam. And it's very intricate. There's a lot you can do. When I was playing this, it really reminded me of the GTA 5M servers where they role play. And like there's like a drop down list of like you could do every little thing to open a door. So that's essentially what this game is, just without the toxicity, unless you play with toxic people. We all know that one. And
what you talking about me? Oh no.
So as of right now, there is a special promo going on that is on sale for $7.50. And originally it's $24, but when we bought it, it was like what, $5? I don't know, Chris. Can you remind us how much it was? Because I felt like it was either $2 or $5. Like it was cheap, and we were both like, let's. $5. It probably was.
Because I had it and I talked you fools into playing it.
Because it was cheap. Okay, it was on sale with the DLC for $5.
That's right. So the Chief Edition.
Right, which that is also on sale for $12.14. Originally,
I have that one too.
$33.96. Yeah, we all have it.
We all have it.
We all bought it.
I talked all 3 of you into it.
Oh no, I never bought the DLC. I just bought the base game. Okay, that's what it was.
Well, you can get all of the DLC for $6 if you really want.
You're right. And I'm just realizing we're looking at online to where we're not logged in. And I'm thinking, oh wait, I don't have that.
You told me not to log in.
I know. I forgot. I'm sorry. It's been a long day for me. I do apologize. It wasn't the Chief one, is what Chris is saying. It was not the Chief.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I'm not logged into my Steam. Neither one of us is. I figured it'd be quicker and easier since we both have Chrome tabs. And that's the window that you're seeing right now in front of us. So yeah, just let us know, I guess, later on. Leave a comment. Hey, what do you think of the layout for each one of us? You know, is it simple, easy to read? But, okay.
Is it too much Stardew Valley on my end?
So yeah, knowing that it's a very, very detailed game where you can pull cars over, NPCs at random, and just kind of go up to them and investigate them, basically. Ask them questions. Hey, what are you doing? You can tow vehicles, and which is what I did for most of the gameplay that when we all played.
98% of the time you were the tow truck.
I did, because I actually enjoyed it, because I was doing work. I couldn't keep up with everyone else, so I was like, you know what? I'll just do this.
I was an ambulance a good chunk of the time.
Let's be real.
Except that one.
What were you the other half of the time, Miss Allie? Sorry. Criminal Allie.
Okay, so wait. My turn.
Yes, this is your part. You got to explain this.
So, dang it,
Kevin's
Chris.
tone, sirs, yes.
You just said medic gone insane. So, we had a fourth friend. We'll call him the Gremlin. And the Gremlin was hosting a server, and I, on the sly, asked the Gremlin if I could be a criminal, because you can become a criminal when the host changes it.
Like changing friendly fire on, basically.
Yes. Apparently now I have to refer to him as Voldemort, not the Gremlin. So Voldemort.
Oh my. Okay.
So
he who shall not be named. Okay.
So I was a criminal, and I was in this house, and I'm not entirely sure. Like I killed Voldemort. I shot Voldemort. And then Chris came in and shot me dead in the middle of the house. For no reason. I did nothing wrong.
Or did you?
No, being the criminal in that game is actually really fun, except that you have extreme limitations.
Right.
Like, I got stuck in that car, remember?
Yeah.
I couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And they just... Chris just said I blasted Voldemort into oblivion.
You did, actually. I remember that.
I did.
Oh
That's neither
God.
here nor there.
Ooh. That was rough.
So yeah, playing as a criminal is quite fun, and it's really good. Chris keeps saying things. Look, 12-gauge chest flight of stairs.
You basically turned him into Ace from One Piece, and if anyone who knows One Piece will get the reference. Continue.
I did, and you know what? Now, post everything, he had it coming. So, but playing with your friends, I highly recommend it, because playing solo
100%.
is... I played solo for like 2 months by myself, and I had that game for a long time before y'all were playing it.
Yes.
And it was boring. It was so freaking boring.
Yes. I can see it, because like it was Voldemort and I, we were playing, and like we were just playing by ourselves until everyone else got online. And it was like, okay, we spent probably a good half hour figuring out the controls. Just the controls alone, like, oh, how do we turn on the flashing lights? How do we turn on activate our horn? How do we pull people over? Like, how do we write them up? Like, you could write up civilians in this game, and like for no reason. You can interrogate them, check their trunk.
I don't know how many times I drove by and Chris was interrogating somebody in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Now, not to say that all of this is like there's nothing going on. No, you do have missions you can do. You have escort missions. There's like a disturbance going on. If you have the radio on, there's always something happening within the city in your area that you can pull someone over, that you can escort someone to the courthouse. Someone's got a gun. Someone's drunk. Like, it's a good amount. But I will say it does get repetitive because there's not a whole lot of variation to the missions or the people. You know, once you played one escort mission, that's that's every escort mission ever. The same scenario. You take them to the courthouse. Dude next to the courthouse got a gun, and you got to defend yourself. And that's it. That is the entire escort missions. Now, I'm sure later on they're going to change that. But, like...
I don't know if that guy doesn't even have a page anymore.
Yeah.
But go on. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying, like, that's just the cop part of it. I never played the medic in that game.
Oh, medic's fun.
So, like, I'm sure you could probably elaborate on the medics and what you can do and all that.
you can defibrillate people, you can give them shots for like insulin, you can give them like an EpiPen when they're having allergic reactions, you can awkwardly take off their shirt and put patches all over them. But like it's very much like an ambulance simulator.
Right. And it's funny because like each, like the EMS, cops, firefighters, they each have their own simulation, their own feel, their own, well, yeah, their own feel to how you play that game. The firefighters, as you see up here, like I remember coming up to Chris and our other friend, and they're like just blasting all these windows as much as they can with the fire hoses. And it's like, you know, they go through all this, through all that, and I'm in the tow truck laying out cones, guiding traffic, and like they each have their own feel. The cops they play a different way than the EMS. The EMS plays different than the firefighters, and that's the variation that's I would say is really good with this game. All honesty, and again, they might add more to it. Like, I don't know, when was this released? Now I'm thinking about it.
In 2023.
2023. So
May.
last year.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more patches, a lot more updates. I don't think it's early access.
It's not in early access. It had its full release.
Right. So, I mean, that's basically the game, but that's not to say they can't add on to it.
He actually is. There was a thing posted on Monday, actually, that he's working on the AI. There's an update to the AI coming.
Oh, see, there you go. So there's your variation. It's not going to be the same mundane experience. But I humbly agree. You definitely have to play with your friends. This is something that you and your friends get a couple of beers, have some Chinese food sitting on the side, and you just sit there for hours just shooting the bull or each other, depending on how you play. Like, it's fun. It's silly, simple fun, and I like it. Now, granted, we only played that one night, but
like a couple of nights. Are you talking the night that we played that I was at Corey's?
Oh, that's right. We did play multiple times, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the night that I was at Corey's was the night that they got the gas nozzle in the car and got it stuck.
That's right. So our friends were firemen, right? And oh, that's right. We had Justin with us too. I forgot about that. I think that was the last time we actually played.
We did have Justin at
2 nights at least. Yeah, we did play a couple of nights, but we kind of stopped playing after that. You know, life kind of gets in the way, and we just kind of move on. You know,
moved on to other games.
Yeah, you know, it was fun for the time. I'm not saying it's bad, but we had fun with it. But there was this one incident. This game has a ton of glitches in it, and like to make a list of everything we had going wrong with us would be extensive, and we wouldn't be able to fill it in. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to fill it in with 1 hour. But one that was through out a lot was again, we had 2 friends, and they were both. It's ADHD. Yeah, we have ADHD. We're millennials. It happens. Anyways, we had our 2 friends in fire trucks, and they both decided to go one direction and then another in a different direction, and they gassed up. And then somehow one of them decided to drive off, or both of them, I can't remember which, with the gas nozzles in the trucks. And again, these games are like you press a button, select get out of the car, and then you go back to the gas station and back to the gas cap, and you select, you know, pull the gas nozzle you have in your hand, and you got to fuel it up from there. You can walk away, do whatever. So
it's like real life.
Exactly like real. So yeah, except for this last part. So yeah, our one friend left it still in there, and I guess we were called off somewhere, or we were being silly, and we drove off. And as they're all going off, I see this one truck with a very glitchy line spazzing in and out of existence as he's driving away. And I'm sitting here thinking, is this the strings that they talk about of life? That we're all connected somehow? Like, what's going on here? And then I finally pull up and I see the gas nozzle still in the truck. I'm like, you gotta... It was dumb.
They went all the way from this gas station that was like miles away from the
At
houses.
least 2 miles. At least 2 miles.
And they came out to the houses to terrorize me with the gas nozzle. I think I was handling a call, and they decided suddenly they wanted to be a part of that.
And then, there was another time, I think Chris and I were like, I was the tow truck or a squad car, and he was the big, massive fire truck, and we're like, all right, we're at both ends, and we're going to play chicken.
Oh.
And to see how far he could launch me. I appreciate that. I got launched pretty far. It was pretty funny.
Okay, so Chris says they responded to a fire. Okay, so Chris might have been responding to the fire, but Voldemort was coming to terrorize me.
Okay.
Because he made that fact known.
Either way, they were both at the gas station.
Oh, yeah, they were at the gas station. And then, there was that other glitch when I was playing as the criminal, and I died, but you saw me standing straight up, and you guys kept trying to run me over.
Oh, that's right.
But I was dead, and it wouldn't let me reload.
And a side note, I could not tow your vehicle, no matter what.
Yeah.
But I could tow any other vehicle while it's in transit, but I couldn't tow your vehicle at all. Even while you were in park or outside the vehicle, I couldn't get your vehicle, which was lame. I didn't like it.
So this game, while fun, does have its issues. The AI is sporadic at best.
Right.
You'll have a criminal that's shooting up a store, and he's shooting random people and not you. Or he shoots better than you do by tons and tons, and it's like, who ramped up the difficulty? It's this one dude.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like they're going to fix it and it's going to get better. So
right.
I say give it a shot. It's a good simulator.
Especially now, since it's on sale. Like, definitely pick it up for $7. Now, again, that's going to be over on June 27th. So if you see this video later and it's past June 27th, 2024, wait until the holidays. And that's when a lot of the Steam games are going to be on sale.
Definitely it's worth it at the cheaper price for sure.
It's definitely worth it. And when you get all your friends together, let them know, like, hey, Discord friends, whatever, definitely get together. Like, it's a good weekend. Just, again, grab a couple of beers, grab some food, and just enjoy the night just doing shenanigans all night. It's so much fun.
It really is.
And again, it's got very positive reviews, so definitely recommend it. So, okay. Barn Finders?
Barn
Finders it is. So the next game on our list that we want to talk about that is actually I'm borrowing this from Allie herself. Is called Barn Finders.
The problem is me.
And Chris, I think you would like this game.
Yes, Chris, you would love this game because they say America like that.
It's so think of it this way. It's American Pickers, but redneck. Very, very much redneck. And I only played an hour worth, but there's a lot in here that I've never even seen. Like, there's a cleaning area, there's an assembly area. I haven't even unlocked those yet, but I'm honestly really enjoying this game. Not gonna lie, like, it's silly. It's very, very silly, and I like it.
It is. It is very silly.
That's it. You know, the intro, the tutorials is like very. Watch your step. With that word? What, redneck?
Yeah, redneck.
Why?
No, this game does self-proclaim itself to be the redneck game.
Yeah.
Like they call themselves that, they say that. There's a lot of cousins jokes in this game.
Okay, I never got that far.
But it's like
That's fair,
I
man.
don't know how
That's
to
fair.
I don't know how to word it other than like I like the main game to an extent.
Right.
But no, Chris, you would really like this. You would really like it. Like I say that with the utmost of like, yeah, you would love this.
Yeah. So for anyone who's never seen American Pickers, which I'm sure a lot of people has at least heard of it, your first playthroughs, you basically run like an auction house, basically. And you go around finding, well, actually, you go to a computer and then you're like, oh, hey, I want to go to this spot. And it's the big red barn. That's what they call it. Go to a barn, you move a bunch of crap out of the way, as you see in this video right now. And, well, now that's over. Where is it at? Come on. There we go. Big red barn. And you just scavenge. You go around looting for a bunch of random stuff. And some of it is just random junk you don't need, but like others, it's like, okay, cool. You get your uncle to go and pick it up for you as you're going around collecting things. It's like, hey, mark this. And you're all right, I'm going to get it. And then, you know, he goes and get
like
it.
that too.
I know. I got video of it. I'm going to get it.
You better go get it.
But yeah, that's the entire game. And I thought it was like time-based, which I honestly, I kind of wish they would make it time-based because I think it'd be more fun.
There is a time-based part of it, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Maybe in different levels. But in the first level, it just gives you a counter of how many items you have left that is worth your time of picking to take back to the store, is what I found out. And there's actually some backstory. There's actually lore to this game. And I'm like, okay, it's kind of fun. It's different. And I like how they need a back. Oh yeah, they do need a backstory. We will talk about that in different segments though. And Chris, we are definitely going to find I am definitely going to find the mods for that game. He's talking about Lethal Company, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
supposed to be working on that.
I am. They changed up the mods. So some of the mods are dysfunctional, some of them don't work, and unusable. So I have to go through and cherry pick now of what we can use and what we can salvage.
Which isn't a lot.
Now you're making it sound like my job should be easy and I should get it done within a day. Thanks.
Come on, who's the one who figures out your Sims mods for you? So,
anyways.
Anywho.
Whole different subject. Yes, you're right. You're not wrong. Still, yeah, Lethal does need a backstory to it, and I do believe they will be adding more to it. But again, that's a whole different subject where I'm going to just leave for a different segment. We could go talk about that for hours.
For another day.
For another day. Another time, if you will. We will return. But not tonight. But yeah, no, Barn Finders is a really simple, cartoony feel. And it's not like, oh, it looks like a cartoon. No, it just has that comedy sketch to it. And there actually has story behind why you're doing all this picking. And it's fun. And maybe that's just the Minecraft ADHD part of me of like, ooh, I'm going to what's back here. And like, ooh, this is fun. Ooh, I just want to find this. Ooh, I want to find that, you know? And I don't know, but I actually really do enjoy it. Oh, and there is the golden roll of toilet paper.
Yes, and you have to collect those.
They're
everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so Chris is saying this is just like Junkyard Sim.
Yes, but it's a little more well maintained than
Okay.
Junkyard Simulator.
So I haven't played Junkyard. Allie would know more than I do. But I'll probably add that to the list eventually, and I'll check it out. But okay, now I want to compare the two, so I'm gonna write that down right quick. All right, hold on. Junkyard.
Little backstory: we started an argument yesterday that I'm very certain is going to splash forward into this. So
Okay, what are we talking about already? We talking Silent Hill? What are we doing? We fighting now? We fighting already? Come on, let's go. I'm ready. Come on.
not yet, especially when I said what I said about Mario, but
Oh, that yeah. All right.
our friendship may end.
Maybe sooner than you think, and she's just prolonging the inevitable by not starting this fight right here and right now.
Continue with your barn finders conversation, my friend.
Okay, yeah. So barn finders, I've only gotten to like 2 levels. I call them levels because that's essentially what they are. You can revisit them and find different items, which is nice. It adds a little bit of I'm running on fumes tonight. It's not a word, but variability. I know a variable. It adds differences. So one find in the same level, you can find a part of a motorcycle, and in a different part of you revisit the level, you'll find a table. Like it changes every time, and you'll find out after the very first level why it changes. And I love it when developers add a reason behind, oh, this happens because that. And I don't want to spoil anything. So I'm just going to leave it at that. They add lore to why the levels change stuff every time. So I like that little aspect of it. It's a little tick that's like, I like that detail.
So you liked that.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Liked the store.
You would like the store. You are very much into the grocery store simulation. You like the management side of simulations.
No, it's okay. The feature of getting people to buy things, right?
Yeah.
The whole like talking them into it.
Right. So explain that. Explain that.
It's basically like if anybody's ever played The Sims and The Sims 2, and you had to use the Supercell ability for the store add-on. I can't remember the name. I'm blanking on it right now. Mm-hmm. But you had to have a certain amount of charisma and a certain amount of all this. It is like that. You have to have a certain ability to talk someone into buying something they absolutely do not want to buy for a much higher price than what you have it advertised for. And not to toot my own horn, but I got kind of good at it.
I mean, it kind of does sound like it, but okay.
That part was fun. And like when you find things at certain places, you bring it back, you clean it, you fix it, you put it up. And yes, Chris, it is price gouging, but don't judge me. But like, it isn't just barn. You're also bidding on storage units.
Yes. I like that aspect too.
You find some crazy stuff in those storage units. One storage unit I went into was a literal house. Like it went into layers and it had like a Jeep in it.
That's the level I ended on. Yeah. I left with a Jeep that cost me like $1,000 to tow or something like that. But yeah, you find all sorts of things in there. Yeah.
And you fix the Jeep, you find the parts, you could sell it for twice what you had it towed for.
Right. Yeah, and that was good. I was just going to mention about that, how you can haggle them, how you can do all that. And that is actually fun, not going to lie. It was I love the auction. I don't know why. Something about the auction was fun. And it was simple. It's simple like, oh, raise or stay. But it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's the gambling part of me that comes out with that.
Do we need to take you to a meeting, my friend?
So the game is, it looks like the bundle is on sale here.
The only thing I'm going to warn you about this game, and he knew I was going to do this, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Is that this game, while it has a very positive and mostly positive review, if you look at the Bid Wars, which is the
Oh yeah, the
newest DLC,
DLCs.
it has a mostly negative review. It kept me from buying the DLC.
Mm.
I haven't really looked into it other than there's a lot of different issues with the different map portions of it and things that people have said. And the way that apparently the auctions are broken too. I don't know for sure. But
Right.
I it's made my opinion of the game go down. Like I had some bugs and glitches when I first started playing it. I got stuck in one of those storage units. Stuff kept clipping through. It took forever to wash something. Like I had the little things, but again, I played it when it came out. Like
Right,
right
where
when
it
it
was
came out.
buggy and yeah, there's still glitches to be worked out and
Mm-hmm.
which I played it just last week. And I didn't have any issues like she did. So there's that too. So
Yeah, like now I'm curious about these reviews real fast.
yeah. You know, like how old were they and
Well,
whatnot.
these were from a year ago.
So I mean I'm sure that there's let's see.
Oh, it's because it's broken and repetitive. So apparently the DLC broke the game.
Oh, interesting. Hmm. So I guess
And
for
it's
now,
just
just stay with the
stick
base
with
game.
the base game's great. There's a plane update that happened in it. Yeah, there's a plane accident update, so
Yes.
you can go and get stuff from a plane.
Which actually, that is recent because after I played it, there was an update, and then that's when, you know, the plane accident update occurred. So that update is only a week old. Sorry. Gas. But yeah, and there are achievements. I don't think I got any cards when I played that game. I don't remember. It doesn't even.
Good game. It's a good game. Collecting gold and toilet paper, especially during the pandemic. Like, come on, who doesn't want to collect? Toilet paper was already gold at that point.
Which
Why not just
okay,
actually make it gold?
okay, this makes sense. Why they added gold toilet paper rolls and how they had an angelic tone when you got near it.
Mm-hmm.
June 15th, 2020 was the release date.
Yeah, there you go.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Toilet paper was freaking gold.
It was like, oh my goodness. Anyone who remembers will say about that.
And this game
Whoops.
can run on just about any computer. Like when I first
Oh,
played it,
yeah.
I had the worst computer. Kevin will tell you I've described this computer. Chris will tell you I've described this computer. It played this game with no problems. It wouldn't play Raft, but it would play this game.
Right.
So
I forgot about Bruno. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
I brought up a bad memory.
PTSD. Anyways.
Chris said the Franken pile. You ain't wrong.
Oh, he ain't wrong. He is
I
not
found the
wrong.
carcass the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's over there.
Oh my goodness.
It's over there.
Oh man. So yeah, the game is $20. Not on sale just yet, but
But it's got new DLC coming out, so it'll probably have a sale.
oh, okay, so there's more DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's cool. Something to look forward to. Maybe it'll fix the broken DLCs. Who knows?
Well, we'll see. Treasure Hunt Superhero looks interesting. So
Okay.
got till November 17th of 2024, so there's plenty of time.
Yeah. Okay. So we got time for at least one more game that we had planned for tonight, and that's one that we finally got Allie to play. Chris has played with us. He knows he's gonna know this.
I played it before I met all y'all.
Okay, yeah. That's true. But still, it's simple fun, and that game is Granny Simulator. Oh my gosh! So the premise is you're either the toddlers or the granny. The granny moves very, very slow, but has a taser, has the crap kicking boots, nicely putting it, but she moves around slow. She's
the toddler kicking boots.
The toddler kicker 3000, if you will. Not to be confused with the Youngling Slayer 3000, but
you mean Anakin's lightsaber?
Yes, that's exactly what I was referring to. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you got that joke. Thanks for ruining.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. So it's basically the kids are ganging up against the granny. I don't think there was multiple grannies in one game.
I don't think there can be. There could be multiple babies.
That's what I was saying. As the children, you can go in every little nook and cranny. There's like all these secret hidden passageways in the house, and that's how you traverse. And you have to find all the keys. And right here in this image I have, it has all these locked chests. And so you collect the keys to grab the chests to give you very deadly weapons. And your goal is to either defeat Granny or prevent her from doing her chores. So as a Granny in one scenario. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes, there could, because it was you and Josh versus me. That's right. Okay, so you can have multiple grannies. I forgot about that.
That's terrifying.
In the pregame, you can choose grannies or babies or toddlers, however you want to call it. I forgot about that. We just decided to have granny versus like two other players. That's how we played. Oh my God. But yeah, as the toddlers, you could get all these deadly weapons. And when we first played it, there was only one scenario. And that was Granny had to complete a certain amount of tasks before a certain time period. And it was up to the toddlers to, defeat her.
KO her from the rafters in the gym. There's a picture of a toddler KOing her from the rafters in the garage, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's so many weird unaliving moments.
Gonna unalive Granny, all
Gotta
right.
unalive Granny tonight. What?
Oh God, one of the toddlers has a weapon. Oh Lord, I forgot how bad this game is.
Oh yeah, this game is very deadly. You have grenades as toddlers. You have Molotovs as toddlers. Granny only has pepper spray, tasers, and the crap kicking boots.
Doesn't she have pills she can get that make her faster or something?
For a brief moment. But I will say this, in other scenarios, I think it's scenario 3, I think it was, or 4. Granny is superhuman. And when you kick her, the toddler goes, woo! All across the room. And it's like, oh, it was so much fun. And I was Granny that time. And it was Justin and someone else. I can't remember if it was Chris. But it was, I think I was able to pick up furniture and throw it at the kids.
Children, literal children.
It was, okay, so it was Chris. So in the more recent days, they have added different scenarios. So this scenario wasn't me trying to complete my task. It was, guess what? My turn. Let's go. And I had superpowers. So it was basically, you're going to survive. Good luck. And it was actually in a different house. So, which was good. The Halloween event, oh my goodness, that was a bit freaky, not gonna lie. Basically you had to, as the toddlers, you had to summon a demon, a little demon, gremlin demon thing, and there was a cave behind the house, and you had to take things out there, and then once you summoned, then the little gremlin will come out and like start eating the hell goblin. Yeah. I kicked Chris into the oven. I forgot about that.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Oh, it was super fun. But yeah, they do have skins, multiple skins you could have. For the toddlers, for the Halloween event, you could have like the little mannequin puppet from that looks very similar to R.L. Stein's Goosebumps. And that was freaky. But for the most part, it was just like a pumpkin head or something silly. But
the thing to be noted about this game is it is still in early access. It has been in early access since 2019.
Yes.
It does have its glitches.
Right.
I mean, we tried to play it with 4 of us and we couldn't get it to work.
That's right. The for some reason it's weird. We got it to work, but only when one person was the host. Then we could have 4 people. We never could figure that one out. I don't know why. Still to this day, I don't know. Maybe they fixed it by then. I haven't looked too much into it. But again,
I haven't updated in a long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the price of this game is $5. That's base game alone. Like, and no sale.
And it's not going to go up apparently, and it's not going to go down. So this is going to be the price of it, even if it ever leaves early access.
Right. But just like Flashing Lights, this is just a small game, a party game that you play with your friends one night, especially if you have a little beer or two, and it's just,
or a gummy,
a gummy, an edible of sorts.
You want to get elevated,
right? get elevated. But obviously, and it's funny because it's such a simple game, more simpler than Flashing Lights, as you see by the gameplay right here, and yet it has very positive reviews by only over 3,000 people. But still, it's just the silliest fun you will ever have in a game night with your friends. And again, this game is really meant to be played with a party online. I don't think it has online functionality with random people. I think it's just whoever has the game in your friends list, you get together and you play it. There's not much more really to say. It's just crazy chaos, and you can either make friends or break strengthen your friendship or break your friendship in this.
I for about a week. End up breaking it. Chaos reigns.
Chaos reigns. Okay, well that's disheartening, but that was back in 2021, so it's whatever. Just one of negative reviews. They're saying the developer just abandoned it.
Yeah, I've gotten that kind of like. There was that one update.
There's just that one update after 2 years, and I haven't heard anything ever since. Let's see, what was the updates?
I thought it was.
I don't think there's an update. Here we go.
Functionality update or something.
I'm looking at the update history here soon. The last hot fix was September 3rd, 2023.
Because Voldemort caught it, and that's why we ended up downloading it.
Well, the update that they actually had that's an official update was September 1st, and then they just patched whatever glitches they had from that update in the next 2 days later, and that's it.
And that's it.
And that's the last we've ever heard.
That is all she wrote.
Yeah, which again, it's not a bad game. Simple.
It is very simple, very basic, but there is another one like it that we'll talk about another day.
We will definitely get to that one, yes.
And that one is updated a little more frequently. That one's a little more frequently updated.
Right.
I don't think the one's been fully out.
Well, wait, is that still in early access or?
I'm not gonna look it up at this exact
No, don't look it up. No, I just couldn't offhand. if you could remember if it's in early access or not. I couldn't remember.
Let me look.
Okay.
You keep talking, I'll look.
Well then. Let's see. What else is there to say about Granny Sim? I mean, we kind of went over everything. There's really not. Again, it's a simple game that you just have every, like, 2 nights a month or 6 months. You just put in the game and you just want to have dumb fun with your friends. This is the game to do it.
The other game is not in early access. It is.
Okay, so it is full launch. Okay. So
yeah,
once
we'll talk about the other one.
Yeah, once we get into that, we'll converse about it. Oh, there's the taser. I forgot about that. I forgot how it looked, I should say. And there is, I forgot this one. There is a ninja baby skin, and that's what I run every time because it's so much fun. But, like, yeah, there's not much more to say about it unless we actually played it and y'all can experience it, you know. Not much of a soundtrack. Visuals is very basic. Sounds are hilarious because they're like stock sounds being used. Oh, it's just hilarious. But I love the ingenuity they put into creating the house and all the random secrets that you can go into.
The rafters in the garage that can KO grandma.
The rafters in the garage, and if you're lucky enough, on my screen, you can see like there's a ledge, and then there's shelves that you can jump onto as a kid and grab coins, grab some plant, and throw it at Granny down below. Like, there's a lot you can do with this game. You know, if you're creative enough, there's a lot you can do. Parkour, baby.
Oh my God, could you imagine this game in VR?
Oh my gosh, yes.
That literally just popped in my brain.
Oh, so there is a program that would turn like 90% of games into VR. I wonder if this could be one of those.
Oh dear Lord. Look at what I did. I broke the Kevin.
Not entirely. Not yet.
Oh God, Chris is even doing VR. Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
Justin needs to send me his VR. He keeps saying he's going to.
Well, I mean, you kind of need to talk to him about it. That, or I may let go of mine. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. We'll figure things out.
Chris, if I hold my breath, I'll die.
For real. Yeah, dude, you have a better luck of hitting a lottery. But honestly, like you're better off getting a Quest 3 personally. But
this delved off into talking about what Allie should get as VR. Stay back on track.
VR that could be utilized in a simulator game. Yes. Duh.
Lots of simulator games that we are going to eventually talk about.
We will talk about. Okay, so here's one that I teased Allie. That's a sim game that is not a sim game that you would think it would be. I teased her about this weeks ago and told her, like, based off of Steam and the tags that you could have that the developers can add, there's one game that you never think is a simulator, but you filter simulation and it shows up in that tab, in that list.
A lot of those.
There's quite a few. Okay. One I actually put in, I have my own category of survival simulators, which we'll get to that in a whole different story. But ideally I make that for like Ark, 7 Days to Die, No Man's Sky. And I also put Phasmophobia in that list too.
Oh God, I knew you were going to say that.
Am I wrong?
Okay. Which, if you follow both of our channels or you've checked out both of our channels, you know we're fans of Sunday night doing challenge mode. and then randomly playing in the week, or playing if we don't beat challenge mode on a Sunday. Yes,
Yeah,
Chris, we have been beating challenge mode.
We're getting better. It's horror survival. See, I still call it a simulator because you're simulating a ghost detection.
Then Demonologist would be one of those.
Yes,
so you should get on that.
If I have it installed. But that's not the game I'm referring to. That is not a sim, but it is a sim.
I'm going to start some sort of thing where you have to play Demonologist. I'm doing it.
We'll discuss this at a different time, but good luck with that. You're simulating all the ways that a ghost can kill you.
All the ways that Kevin can find a glitch with the Ouija board to kill me.
Listen, that's built into the game, okay? That is not my fault. Now, dying on high school, that is my fault.
You willingly went and participated on that one.
Listen, it's the easiest and quickest way to figure out what the ghost is. And there were some that were accidents.
I told you repeatedly, we're not Chris.
Whatever. Oh, gosh. But we're getting better at detecting the ghost and figuring different tricks to do it, like figuring out without dying. Yes, we are getting better.
Or Allie just takes the mirror and runs.
Yes, that too. Which actually we never found a toy. So in you are learning, young grasshopper, Chris says. Thank you, Sensei. We have learned well, greatly, from the wise one. Thank you. So in Phasmophobia, there are these like the Ouija board, the spirit, the music box, and whatnot. We call those toys because we play with them.
Voodoo Vince.
We just play with them, so we just call them toys. So while we were playing that last challenge in high school, we did not find a single toy.
In our defense, I went in the right door, he went in the left door, and we just sort of tag teamed from the stairs.
Because we had a method. Because right when you walk in, the ghost would hunt within like 30 seconds.
It was tag you're it.
Yeah. So it was already going to hunt. We didn't have time to really do much of any investigations. But, you know, it was fun.
It was fun. It's always fun. If you ever want to check us out playing that
and laugh your butt true. Off. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, if anybody ever who's watching this wants to check us out being ridiculous, we usually do that on Sundays.
Yes, please follow us and subscribe. I know we can't subscribe. That's YouTube. Follow that's Twitch. But if you want to subscribe, that'd be great too. Help us out quite a bit.
We do sometimes put stuff on YouTube.
We will eventually. Me especially, I'm bad at that. But no, follow us on here, and every Sunday or Monday we usually will do the new challenge for the week and just play around afterwards in Nightmare Mode, which we have been playing more of, Chris. You'd be very proud of us. We're doing very good in Nightmare Mode.
I'm about to prestige again.
Oh yeah, and I prestige for the second time, so we're working on that. Right. Yeah, she is. So she's the only one with money.
Yeah.
So it is so our first night in our podcast, we wanted to now I need to get some time to play with all. Yeah, dude. Whenever. Like we're not rushing you. You know, we know you're busy, you got life. It's all good, man. No worries. We just been playing. You know, we just been passing time and having fun. We do miss you, man. Not for nothing. We do miss y'all. And you know, someday we will get back all together. and we will definitely play some challenges and have fun with that again. There are some ghost games we will not play again. One is specifically, I can't remember this, that last one we played that we bought, and we are like, oh, let's play this. And it's got the bikes in the beginning. We have to go to the bike and all that.
Oh, the biker ghost hunter people.
Yeah. But Ghost
God,
Corpse or Ghost Exorcism, that was actually fun. I actually like that one.
Wasn't that one This Is a Ghost?
Yes, This Is a Ghost. There it is. Yeah, Chris, he got it.
Okay, that was bad.
It was different. I like some of the mechanics, but it was not executed in a good manner. Which again is another segment I want to get into with horror survival games. Basically, needs more development. Correct. Definitely needs more development, more polish. Actually, it's polished pretty good. It just needs more
suck less.
more functionality. But
it needs to actually do the things it's supposed to do. I'm just saying.
I know. You're not wrong.
I have opinions. Not all good ones.
That's fine. So yeah, this is our very first podcast, and we kind of wanted to keep it short, and so we're cutting it at an hour, which we're kind of going past that right now. But one last thing before we leave. I did not get to that game that was a simulator, but is not a simulator.
I interrupted you.
Huh?
I interrupted you.
No, you good. I wonder, hold on, can I do this? It's not going to show up? Oh, I think it's going to still show up. Oh, no. Yay, okay. So I am going to look up a game that I own.
Okay, well, you do that.
It's
I'm
quick.
Gonna say.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
FaZe's next big update is next week.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah, didn't they say the 27th?
I didn't.
I'm checking it.
Oh.
I'm fairly certain that that's what they said.
That's fine. I am fine with that.
I'm checking it.
All right.
Oh, no, it's Monday. No, wait, not Monday. It's Tuesday, the 25th. Update is next Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday.
Yes, where they'll be doing the Eventide update. And they will be launching Point Hope, the Ascension adjustments, and a host of optimization changes and fixes.
Nice. Oh, sorry about that.
Anyway, just putting that out there.
No, that's good. Heck yeah, dude. I'm down for that. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, Chris, if you have time, Tuesday, new update. We're gonna stream it.
Oh, we are.
We are going to have fun with it. But so this I'll be on. All right. That's gonna be fun. Awesome. We got a plan. All right. So this game is not a game that you would think is a simulation by normal standards. All right. But the developers of this game made it, put in simulation, and I will show you that it does say simulation. Let me double check. Yes, it does. Okay. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me get the right one. Okay. Is it gonna work? Here we go. Gungrave Gore.
Oh God, I knew it was gonna be Gungrave.
No, you didn't. Shut up.
We talked about this last night.
I did not talk about this at all last night. I did not talk about Gungrave last night.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Okay, go on, keep talking.
Oh my God, whatever. But yeah, okay. So here it is. Boom. It says action adventure 3D shoot 'em up obviously. Dark fantasy, futuristic, bullet time, sure. Combat, yeah. Controller, adventure, single player, hack and slash, and simulation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just thought that was funny because, like, if you think about like what a simulation is, it's just imitating things from a real world or whatnot. And it's like, what would this simulate? Just a gunfighter. That's all it is. But like, it's funny. Oh my God, is that a mask for? Oh my, what the crap? Sorry, hold on. I'm looking at the page and
We've lost him.
the mask looks like one of the ancient masks from Skyrim.
No, this is not the beacon of hope.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Cade 6. What? I think Chris is saying Destiny is also a simulator.
Okay. Remember that list we made of games that were maybe a simulator?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the mask. Okay. We didn't talk. Well, whatever. Anyways, it's just a funny thing that I was like, oh, that's fun. And it's like, this is one of my favorite games series of all times. Anime game all time is my favorite. I love it. I thought that was just funny.
Are we ending this with a game that you wouldn't think is a simulator, but is a simulator? Because I got one.
It's also $4.79 right now. Offer ends July 27th. Yeah, it's on sale.
You just want more people to play Gungrave.
Yes. It's fun. It's a simple shoot 'em up game, and it's fun. I don't know. It's like, I just like it. Okay. Don't take this from me.
I'm not taking it from you.
Okay.
I can take it from you, but I'm not.
So I do not consider it a simulator, but it's just funny that they consider it a simulator. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no, I got one that I think it's hilarious that they consider it a simulator.
Okay, shoot.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
FNAF. Five Nights at Freddy's.
I can see that.
I don't think so.
Why not?
It's death. It's death on every corner. I guess I could see it if you're like thinking you're ever going to work in a Chuck E. Cheese, but they took the animatronics out of Chuck E. Cheese, so there goes that real life simulation down the drain. What are you going to go stand in Disney World over by the President's Hall and I'm going to get you? Animatronic Trump comes chasing you out the door. I'm just saying.
I'm going to get you. Come here. I want to hug you and then devour your brains.
I think you unplugged or something.
What? Hello? No, I'm still there. Hello?
I'm not wrong. He got quiet, didn't he? Or did I get quiet?
I don't know. Chris still hears me.
Okay, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah, I unplugged it.
Okay. Anyways,
All right, so listen.
Virtual Donald Trump coming after you. Sorry, animatronic Donald Trump. I'm going to get
America
you.
Great again. See, but you live in Florida, so it's coming for you first.
You got to catch me first. I got long legs. I take long strides. That's much more than what you could do with the short, stubby legs. Okay? I tell you the truth. I can outrun him in a mile and a half, or 5. I got him. I got him beat. He can't win. He will not win. Ever. And if he does, I'm gonna call him out on it, because there's no easy way he can totally do it. Now, unless he has a golf cart. Even then, he stole it. He stole it from us. Anyways, sorry, I had to get that out.
Chris said, "Make the orange great again."
Make the orange great again. Let's get back to groves, okay? I want my people to come back in the groves again, okay? Please.
The
Please,
juice.
I need them. I need the juice. I need to feed. I must have it. I must have it in my belly. Okay, I must smear it on my face. Okay,
Oh God.
thank you. That's all I want to say. Moving on.
But
I do that too
seriously,
well.
you really do.
Oh,
But
thank you.
seriously. Oh God. That's the one you should do all the time.
Good. No, I'm not getting into that right now. A different time. Oh my God.
This game being a simulator, I could see when Chuck E. Cheese still had animatronics.
Yes.
But they don't.
Now, as
It's
like a
cool.
security guard simulator, I can see that. I can see that as a survival horror simulator. But it is still weird that they consider it a simulator.
Annoyed. That's going to be the theme of this. What simulators piss off Allie the most? Teaser, pool cleaner simulator. If Chris
Oh my
remembers a
God.
little bit of when I played that, Kevin has heard me rant about it
Yep.
for a week now.
Okay, so I think I have to play pool cleaning simulator for next time. That way you can just get it out of your system.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'll do that. We will make that list for next week. So here's the thing. I'm not sure if we're going to do it next week or every other week. I'm not entirely sure
might be
how
every
we
other
want to
week.
do that. Because that would be
Just simple.
easiest for you, obviously.
Yeah. I have children. They're loud.
That's what children do. But
Yes.
so yeah. Not next Friday, but the Friday after next, we will have our second podcast. We will but definitely check us out on Instagram. I know, so my Instagram is always going to be the same as everywhere across the board, is MECHDUDE009. Allie's, I think, is different. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's hold on, give me a minute. I'm looking.
Yeah, take your time.
It's AllieNicole22. It's the same as my Twitch.
Okay, so I wasn't sure which one was different. But yeah, go check us out, follow us, and we will let you know a week prior or a couple days prior when we're going to do the next podcast. But just in case, follow us here on Twitch, and you will be here. You will get the notifications when they come up. We'll also, like we said, we'll be streaming every Sunday or Monday, depending on how that day goes for us. And actually, this Tuesday, for Phasmophobia, for sure this Tuesday, again, 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'm saying 8 simply because that gives us all the time to try Point Lookout.
Longer
Point
times.
or whatever it's called. Point Lookout for Fallout. I'm getting my games mixed up.
Yeah, it's fine. It happens. So yeah, this is our podcast, our first podcast, all about simulations for right now. Again, we want to go further into the gaming genres, but we're just working on our own title, what we want to be called as, basically. And we're going to have different segments. So if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments, either here, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, what have you. Let us know what you think. What do you want to see us play next time or talk about next time? We'll add it to the list of games and we'll get to it eventually because we have a list right now we want to go on. And yeah. So that being said, we went over our hourly marker that we were getting to. Eventually,
we knew it would happen.
We knew it would happen. And honestly, I kind of want to go on for a couple of hours, but
I do too. I wouldn't mind, but okay.
But we're not set up for a couple of hours right now.
No, we're not. We're not. I mean, we could start that Silent Hill fight, but
that's a subject that we have planned, and we will fight. We could spend an hour alone just talking about the Silent Hill, but again, that is for next time. So I want to say thank you everyone for stopping by for just a brief moment or for the entire clip. Thank you, Chris. And
Thank
just
you,
hanging
Chris.
out, hanging out with us, with the shenanigans, hearing our opinions, but we would also like to hear yours during the podcast. Let us know what you want to talk about, and we'll talk about it. Thanks.
Thank you.
So again, appreciate y'all for stopping by, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care, everyone.